Welcome back for another video. This is just gonna be a quick update on this worm bin over here. If you haven't seen my previous videos on this, it's basically a worm tower, which is the purpose of getting the worm tea out of it. So at the bottom, there's a stainless steel tank, which has water typically in it that will circulate through this and then go down through there. So there's a pump and it just pumps up and through there twice a day. And then these bins are all stainless steel. So how it's set up is in these tanks, you have a stainless steel tank with holes at the bottom, and then you put the worm and the food and stuff in here. This thing is not coming off. So you put the worms and the food in here, and then the water comes through, rinses out some of the nutrients down into there, and then it goes down, 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 and into the bottom, and then you take it out. So, but basically, this thing performs okay. So I had it up and running for a year, and then at that year mark, we had to take it apart. Basically, well, not take it apart, take out the worms out, because what happens is it just starts to stink too much. The water doesn't move through it because it's all decomposed material. It's all fine, so the water doesn't really run through it anymore. So it performs well for about a year, and then you have to take the castings out and redo it basically. Otherwise it does a good job in terms of getting the liquid. So during the time when we took it out, we put the worms in here and still have some worms in here. This is like an old, oops, just poured water on the chickens, old style worm bin, and then you'll get the liquid out of here. So the difference is, like this, we'll get we call it the worm tea, however it works, the liquid comes down into here, versus this one has water in it and it's constantly circulating through here and collecting the worm castings, the nutrients and stuff, and putting it into here, so it concentrates it. And then it has an air bubbler in there which keeps it alive, because those microorganisms or the microbes need the oxygen to survive in the water. If it's stagnated, then they'll start to die. But otherwise, all in all, it performs all right. As I mentioned in the previous video, I would set it up differently, where it was just one tank instead of all these compartments, like one bigger tank with holes on the one side, the worms on the other side, and just have the water go through it twice a day or so forth, and then collect the water at the bottom. So, because otherwise this does take some time to build. It's not too hard, but you got to cut all the different pieces and so forth. There's all these pieces here. Order these tanks, which are kind of not too cheap when you buy a few of them. I think the total of just the stainless steel was like 200 and something, I think, if I remember correctly. So that's pretty much how that guy performs. That was just a quick update on this worm bin. If you do have any questions or comments, remember to leave those below. I will also post a parts description or a parts list in the description if you did want to build one of these. I do, however, suggest building it a little differently. Like I mentioned, just one bin with the water catchment at the bottom and one pump instead of the 5 different compartments. But if you did like this video, remember to check out my other videos up here, and I'll see you in the next one.